Hello friends, if you are new to cloud or AWS, then this video is your best start. By the end of this video, you can confidently explain to anyone why should we learn and choose cloud and AWS. What is the difference between cloud and AWS and what are the benefits of them? Not just definitions, I will also explain step by step with the help of diagrams. And yes, remember one thing, learning cloud can take your career to the clouds. Okay, so let's start understanding cloud first. What is cloud computing? What is AWS? By the end, you will feel 100% confident on both of these concepts. Imagine you have developed one application which is live on production, and this user is accessing your application right now. Your user will type the URL in the browser, and through the internet, the request hits your front-end application server, which can be in Angular, React, or JavaScript. This front-end server then passes the request to your back-end server application, which might be in .NET, Java, or Node. Now, if any data is required, the backend will request to the database server and finally send the response back to the user, right? And yes, sometimes this front end and this API server or API backend are same thing. API server can be the single one server, which can be the monolithic application also. Okay, so this is how your own premises infrastructure is set up. Okay, this is on-premise application. On-premise means that your company has to purchase these servers and maintain these servers physically inside their own office or own data center. Okay, now listen carefully. Instead of maintaining these servers physically inside your company, the other option is your company can use the cloud computing platforms like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, etc. In cloud platforms, all the servers and the database and many more services are already present. Your company has to just use them through the internet. Okay. For example, to host a web application like this, same like this, you can replace this physical servers with AWS EC2 instances like this. EC2 in short are just like physical servers only, and they can also host your application in the same way. So instead of maintaining this physical database here, you can use the AWS database, which is called RDS. Okay, AWS RDS, which is again the same RDBMS, but it is present in the AWS. Okay, I will explain this EC2 and RDS in upcoming questions in detail. So that's it. This is simple cloud computing where your servers and database and many other services are present already in the cloud, in the AWS servers, and you just have to access them via internet. Okay, internet, remember. So cloud computing, remember, this is a concept, and Azure, AWS, Google Cloud are implementing those concepts. They are the practical implementation. So for example, in this case, AWS, EC2 and RDS are located in Amazon data centers across the world. Okay, inside the AWS cloud computing. And your company and many other companies can use these servers via internet connection by subscribing those services. So that's why now your company do not have to maintain physical servers. These physical servers not required, physical databases not required. Okay, just internet connection is required. So that's it. Now let's conclude. Easy to remember definition. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the delivery of computing service. It's a concept like servers, storage, databases, networking, software, AI over the internet instead of using the physical hardware or local server. Clear? So I will explain all the storage, database, networking services, cloud in AWS in the upcoming question. Okay. Now, what is AWS? Here is the definition. AWS is a cloud computing platform provided by Amazon, offering a wide range of services for building, deploying, and managing applications and infrastructure. So you need not to worry about the infrastructure. AWS provides all the services related to infrastructure. You just have to use them via internet. And your company do not have to maintain physical on-premise server now. So this is one advantage of AWS, that your company do not have to maintain the servers. But there are many more advantages of AWS, and that's exactly what I will explain in the upcoming questions. The 5 advantages of using AWS which you must know. And in the upcoming questions, I will keep the diagram on the right side and the super simple definition on the left side, so that if you want to revise quickly later for your interviews, then it will be super easy to do that from this book also. Before moving forward, a quick note here. I created a complete AWS interview preparation bootcamp for you with 3 powerful tools. Number 3. 200 plus AWS interview questions from all the topics step by step, even for AWS beginners like this. Second, a PDF book for quick last minute revision. And first, 10 AWS mock interviews to practice like real interviews. Many students have already cracked interviews with my courses. All links are in the description. If interested, great. If not, no worries. Let's move to the next question. What are the 5 advantages of using AWS over the on-premise servers? Or you can say, why to use AWS at all? Now you are going to master this answer. Here is the same example where a user is accessing the front end and the back end applications from using in AWS. Okay. So first clear advantage is cost saving. Yes. For example, your company has now 10 applications, and to host them, they have purchased 10 physical servers. But tomorrow, if your company has only 5 applications, that means 5 purchased physical servers or system are waste. Only 5 you need. So rest 5 are waste for you, right? For your company. So, but AWS provide pay as you go model, meaning if you use the servers, then only you pay. If you don't need the remaining 5, you don't pay for that. Okay. Otherwise, you can just immediately remove these EC2 servers from your AWS account if you don't need it. No need to pay for anything which you are not using. No maintenance cost or for these physical servers. Amazon will take care of all the maintenance. Okay, so that is the top most first advantage, and the same thing is written here also. Second advantage is, suppose you are hosting an e-commerce application on your physical on-premise servers, and more website users are visiting your e-commerce application on weekends, Saturday, Sunday. The load will increase immediately, right? For that, why should you buy extra physical server just for the weekends? Okay, just use AWS cloud, and there the servers or these EC2 instances will be automatically added when the load will increase automatically. Okay, that's possible. That is called auto scaling, and that concept is horizontal scaling. And so after on Sunday, these EC2 instances will be added. On Monday, load will be less. The EC2 instances will be automatically removed from your account. Okay, that's great. And I will explain these concepts in detail in upcoming question. But this is the advantage, and same thing is written here also. Auto scaling and flexibility automatically increases or decreases resources based on demand. Instant loads can be handled. Okay. Third advantage is high availability. Very simple. AWS offers 99.99% uptime with your service level agreement. They assure you, which means AWS guarantees you to keep your servers always on and available. Okay. Fourth advantage is disaster recovery. In case of any disaster, automated recovery and data backup will be provided by the AWS. Because your data is stored in multiple AWS data centers or availability zones, if one data center will fail, another data center will provide the backup. That is how it works. Whereas if you have the on-premise servers, you would need to manage the separate backup servers manually on your own, right? Finally, the fifth advantage is advanced security. AWS uses AI-driven threat detection, encryption, multi-layered security, which you don't have to even think about. They are providing it and you are just using it. You don't like IAM, access policy, multi-factor authentication. I will explain them in upcoming questions, but that is an advantage. Okay. So in short, you do not have to bothered about like security, hacking or malware. Okay. All right. I hope now you understand completely why we should use AWS cloud instead of the on-premise servers, right? Now, yes, in the upcoming questions, I will explain how to practically achieve all these features like the security, scalability, availability, how to achieve these in AWS in the upcoming questions. So be ready for it. Great job, my friend. Now, if you understand this video, then there are many more important questions remaining, like IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, Lambda, CDN, SQS, SNS. Those all are important questions. All I have explained in my complete AWS interview bootcamp. Many of my students have already used my courses to crack their interviews. Now, if you don't want to miss a single question for your next interview, then check out the bootcamp and book link in the description below.